In the news, Leonardo Bonucci wanted to leave AC Milan. It's rumored that he can make a return to Juventus to establish the return of the BBC of Bonucci-Barzagli and Chiellini. I tell you guys, this is certainly possible that this could happen by the numbers. Number one, Bonucci wants to leave AC Milan, and the most likely destination he'd go to is simply down the street at Juventus, and Juventus are currently interested in bringing back Leonardo Bonucci into that defense. Even if Gonzalo Higuain goes to Chelsea and they sell Rugani, then they can pick up Leonardo Bonucci instead, and the playing time would easily come if you offload one of the defenders either way. In Spanish gematria, it is Barzagli, Chiellini, and Bonucci. That equals 132. It's interesting that Juventus also equals 132 as well. But there's a lot of 31 with Leonardo Bonucci. Number one, he enters the year 31 years of age. And I noticed that his birthday, his actual birthday of May the 1st of 1987, adds up to 31 as well. So a lot of 31 with Leonardo Bonucci. The only explanation is that Ronaldo came from Madrid, and next year's final is going to be played at Madrid. It's Madrid that equals 31 and 49. He used to play for Milan equals 49. Very interesting. It's Milan that equals 42, but it is Spain the side of next year's Champions League finals. Spagna equals 22. In gematria, the practice coin letters and words into numbers. It is Leonardo that equals 84. It is Juventus that equals 84. Leo equaling 32 in gematria turns 32 years old next year. Will this be a big year for Bonucci? But it is Leonardo Bonucci in simple gematria that equals 151. This is why I think this deal is going to be a lock. Because June the 1st is the 152nd day of the year, meaning that there were 151 prior days to June the 1st. I think I've talked about Leonardo Bonucci in my video back in 2017. So 29 days, it's 30 days later would be the day of the Champions League final. I cannot tell you what is significant about 30. It's something to keep an eye out just in case if there's a recent development. Total goals, total games for Juventus, 13. League goals for Juve to do 13. Tradici. That's what they're trying to do by becoming the 13th Italian team to win the Champions League with Cristiano Ronaldo. 27 goals, a lot like 2 and 7, the Champions League final before the 27th Champions League. That's what I see with the 27 goals for Leonardo Bonucci statistics. But that's just simply replacing a legendary leader, Gianluigi Buffon, with another leader who was there for years, from 2010 to 2017, Tradici, to do 13. Leonardo Bonucci, it's looking more likely than ever that he's going to be going back to Juventus. I think he will. His payback against Dani Alves, something to look out for right here. 67. Don't know much about 67, but the last time Juve won the Champions League was the 41st Champions League. That's reverse Pythagorean gematria. That's the significance of that for Bonucci. He wore number 19 for Juventus. Next year's Champions League final is in the year 19. That's something to look out for. And let's see, 39. I should say Leonardo, that equals 39. Yes, Leonardo equals 39. He wore number 19. It's 2019. That adds up to 39. This is going to be a pretty significant year for Leonardo Bonucci if that's the case. Last thing I need to look out is the date duration from the first day of Champions League action in the group stages to his May the 1st birthday. Exactly 32 weeks. It's Leo that equals 32, the star of the Champions League. I think he's going to be playing Champions League action next year, and I see him doing this with Juventus next year. Bonucci to Juventus, don't be surprised if this happens. Marcello, I'd say, is looking pretty bleak right now. He may not end up making the return, but most certainly for a small fee, I can see Juventus bringing back Leonardo Bonucci and the BBC back in action.